Hello everyone, in this tutorial I will be taking you through the linked list. The linked list is one of the best data structure for adding and removing elements. If you compare the linked list with the array, so the array has some cons like the removing and the additional part. We have to loop through the array, then we can reach the destination, but not in case with the linked list. So linked list is nothing but an collection of objects which are connected to each other by references. Like in this diagram, you can see that there are some nodes which are connected to each other by their references. So you can also play with this code by going to the visualgo.net. So here 22 is our head, 89 is our tail. So how do we add at the beginning? So you can also visually represent this. So in this section you can see the head, the tail, and the index where you want to put the digit. So in this I'm going to just do this, and let's say we will add 67, and we have added a 67 at the head. And the right side you can see that it is showing the O of 1, and if you are doing with the array, then you would have get O of 1, because array is not a good data structure for adding and removing the elements. Now let's move on to the diagram. So you can also be familiar with this diagram. So the head is pointing to the another node, the node is pointing to another node. So this is like that. And let's move on to the coding part. So now just I will comment which element I want to reference. So I will be referencing the -1 to my 0, 0 to 1, and 1 to 2. So these three parts like 0, 1, 2 will be doing first, and the -1 will be doing later. So this is linked list which are referenced by each other. So as I told you, linked list is nothing but a collection of objects. So these objects are connected each other by references. So now I will be using the class because class has objects. So you could not access anything which is inside of the class outside. So that's why I'm using the class. So I will name class with the linked list. So, and on the right section, you can see the problem that you are going to see throughout the process, and you will also understand why it is doing like this. So it shows the linked list is defined but never used. So we have to just use it. So we can use it like this one. So let's say let I link. We are instantiating the class which is defined in here, and we are just doing this one. So let's add a 0 digit at this one. Okay, now we have added the 0 digit. So if you don't know about the let, so please watch my previous videos for better understanding. Now there is a constructor which will instantiate the data that we are keeping inside the object. So let's say instructor, and in the constructor we will pass a value which is nothing but a 0. And then, as I told you that linked list is a collection of object. So now here I am also going to create object. So I'm going to name it as a head, and this will be our object. And in this, I have been using this keyword throughout the process because this will have access of all the variables and the properties throughout the class. So that's why I'm using it. Now we will have some parameters like attributes, which is value, which has nothing but a value which we have defined, and the next, which will have nothing at the beginning because we don't know whether there is a next or not. Now, as we don't know the next, so what we will do, so you can see the right section, it is also complaining that my link is assigned but never used. So let's do that as well. So I'm going to just my linked list. Now you cannot see any problems in here. Now you can see the head has something which is 0, and next is null because we don't know what is next. Okay, now let's imagine that we have something as a next which is tail, and the tail has the same thing that we have because we don't know what is the next. So that's why I'm doing the same thing. So assigning the head, so you can see the another object in here. Head has 0, tail also has 0 because we haven't added the 0 in here or the tail. Now let's move to the further. For referencing, as we have 0, we want to add 1 to the linked list. So how do we do that? Now I will use append method to insert data inside the linked list. So to do that, we have to just pass a parameter as we have done for constructor. And also we are going to do the same thing. So I'm going to deprecate this one. So let node, I'm going to name it as a node. So that will have same thing. And let's just call that as well. My link append. So this will have 1. Okay. So I don't think so that we need to, because we are prepending the data before our node, which is head. And so that's why we don't need the 2. So I'm going to remove this one. Okay. Now, the point is that we have this object, we have also this object, but how do we reference these objects to each other? How do we say that 0 is pointing to 1? Quite simple. So let's move on to that as well. So let's say this dot head, which is nothing but this object. And what we are doing, we are accessing the next value. So we can point the head to the node, which is nothing but 1. So we can do this by doing simple next equals to the node. So as we do that, and we have also the length. So we are also need to track the length of their properties. So what we will do, we will assign some length as well in order to track the amount of data is being inserted. So in this case, we will just implement this one, and we will return the data, which is this keyword. Now, in this case, if I just run this one, you can see the length is 2 and the head has something which is 0 that we have inserted in here, and the next has 1. Okay. And there is also tail and there is also value which is deprecating. So we don't need the tail because we already have the next value. So what we will do, we will just comment this one and you will run this code. So we can see that it got removed as we commented out. So now we have all the value like 0, 1. Okay. Now let's move on to prepend section. Now we have talked about how do we reference 0 to 1. That means object to object. But by just accessing their properties and assigning, and the node is assigned to that next property which is of this dot head. So how do we do for the prepend one? It is also easier. So let's do that as well. So we will be also calling it. Let me move just down a little bit so we can see easily. I'm going to name it as a prepend, and prepend is going to also have the value. And in this case, also we using another node. So same thing deprecating. So since we are talking this from the beginning that the linked list is a collection of objects, so that's why I'm using the objects everywhere. So now this is a node, this is the node, this is new node, and this is our head. So there are 3 objects. So how do we point the new node to the head section? That means before the head. Very easy. Let's do that. So what we can do, we can just say new node dot next equals to we are just new node dot next, which is needs to be pointed to this dot head, and this dot head needs to point something called new node, and let's implement the length as well so we can track the length. So we will also return with this keyword. We haven't done here, so let me do this as well. Now if I just clear this one so you can easily view, if I do this one, so you can see that there are three elements in there. If I click on this one, here is -1. As you can see that 0 is no longer be the head, and it becomes the second, and so on. 0 -1 0 -1. So as I have shown in earlier, so this case is completed. Okay, if you haven't understood, let me just go through it again. So we have created three objects, first, two, and three. And the first object, which is head object, is reference to the append, which is known object. That means 0 is referencing to 1, and the -1 is referring to 0. So same thing with the prepend. So we have new node. So what we have done, we have just connecting the new node dot next, which is null, to the head, and the head to the new node. That means new node has their variable called this dot head. So this dot head has the access of new node object. That's why it is showing on the right side as well. Okay, now we have done this process. We have appended, we have prepended, and we have also added the node as well. So now let's convert this linked list into the array. So how do you do that? It is also very easy. So let me show you that as well. So I'm going to name it as a print, and inside the print, so before that, let me just call that as well so we can easily track the data. I think I need to console this as well in order to show you all. Okay. Now inside the print, what we will do, we have to push the elements inside a new array in order to show you. So we will just create a new array, and this is going to be new array, and we will create another variable which will hold the values of head object. As we know that head object has everything like the values which are there, so we can access easily. So we can say that header equals to this dot head. So now this dot head is assigned to header. Now in this we will run a loop, while loop, so we can track the data until we found null. So we will say while the header is not equals to null, until the header is null, we have to run this loop. Okay, so what we will do, we will push the elements inside the header inside the array dot value. So what we will do, we have already assigned this dot header. So we can say header equals to header dot next. Okay. Let me just do this one. So already we have used the let, so we don't need to do that again. Okay. Now we just need to return the array. As we do that, so we have completed the whole process which is there. Okay. Now we are tracking the length as well. We are tracking the object as well. Let's try that one. See, we got the array which is -1, 0, and 1. So this is very easy. Linked list is kind of a intuitive at the beginning, but it comes to difficult when you try to insert an element at a particular position, but it is very easy. Now we have done this linked list. Now the question always comes in the interview is that traverse a linked list. So the question has been coming throughout the last few years for any company's interview. So I will be also taking you through this question as well. But as of now, I will do the traversing of arrays so you can understand how does it work. So what we can do, we can just say array dot reverse. As we do that, we can okay, there is I think y remaining. Okay, now it's done. So now as you can see, -1 0 1 1 0 -1. So that is reversed. So in here, I have been using the built-in functions from JavaScript, which is reverse, which is used to reverse an array, and push, which push the elements inside the one. Okay, so this is the linked list that we are talking through. Now let me just recap all this so you can understand that later. So I have created a class where it has some objects. Now I have created the head object, the node object, and the new node object. I have created three objects, but don't know how to reference them each other. So at the beginning, we use the this dot tail because we don't know the tail is what is tail. So that's why we kept the tail as head, and we are going to track the length. So that's why we have assigned the one digit, and then we appended. And what we have done, we are just referencing the head dot next, which is null, to node, which is this one. So the this dot head dot next is referring to node. And in case of prepend, we also created another object, and the new node dot next, which is null, we are referencing to the head, and the head has called new node. So that's the case. In the printing case, we are using an array, and we have assigned this dot head, so we can loop through the array and we can add it to the array. While header, that is this dot head, is not equal to null until the objects are not equal to null, just push the values that we are providing throughout the process to the array. And we are setting the header dot next because there are two digits, that's why we're using it. And we have also reversed this one, and we have also written this one. So that's all about this linked list. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any queries, just let me know in the comment section.